I already talked my 6 minutes and 40 seconds. So please welcome Dina Noto.
Good. Okay, so I'm Dina Noto, and I've been making animated films since 2005, when I started at the Experimental Animation MFA program at California Institute of the Arts. Thanks. And this is my current film in pre-production, which is about the last 10 months I lived in Los Angeles, and deals with frustrated romance, dreams, and the process of healing from old wounds. My work is very autobiographical and tends to be very realistic, representational. I'm trying something a little different with this film with the animal-headed characters, a twist on self-portrait. The main storyline is about a crush I had on a coworker, and as well as things like in real life, I worked with him a couple times. I think I saw him outside of work maybe 3 times. But I had a series of dreams, and in the dreams, we had this whole relationship where we met, we fell in love, we had a baby. I never really knew what he felt about me in real life, but one time he made me a drawing, and I kept it, and I pasted it in my journal. And so it's the one evidence that maybe he liked me too. But the other storyline going through this film is sifting through old stories, identifying old scars. Growing up, my mom would tell me this story. We had a cat that had kittens, and apparently I used to chase kittens and throw them or do these crazy things. And one time there's a cat, I was chasing the cat in the basement, and it got behind a broken mirror, and I reached over the mirror and cut my arm open. This is when I was about 4 years old. And it's a scar that never quite healed. You can still see the little dots where the needle went in when they sewed the scar back up. So just one of those things that's always there, I'm always wondering about. During this period of my life, the week I started this new job and met this guy, it's also the same week I started going to Al-Anon meetings, which was this whole strange process. And there's this one meeting where we were talking about healing, and people kept saying things like, signs will appear, and literally I walked out of the meeting and saw that sign. That happened a lot. And then another character in this film is Love Cat, and Love Cat is a creation. This is actually my first year at Cal Arts. It was my first Christmas break. I came home, and I had a craft night with my friend Holly, and I made this doll kind of inspired by Hello Kitty, but with a twist. It's kind of been this sort of off and on project I've kind of started at Etsy site and kind of come back to it and stopped it. But I also have a comic version of it, Love Cat Understands, where I reveal personal confessions about myself. Love Cat always understands. Love Cat does not judge me. And also working with the cartoons in a photorealistic environment, which this is an actual apartment that was a mess. At Cal Arts, every year the experimental animation program did a gallery show, and my contribution was the Love Cat mascots. We were the ambassadors of goodwill and good taste, and we walked around the Cal Arts show entertaining people. These are selections from the storyboard. The top part is from a dream I had. I was pregnant and delivering a baby in this strange stone tomb. The bottom part is from actually from a guided meditation thing, this vision I had of sprouting arms. And these are also inspired by dreams. The top part, I had a lot of dreams at this time that were take place in these Al-Anon community meeting gathering places, and I would see this person that I had a crush on, and in the dream space we had this communication together. This top part is also a dream I had. The original dream actually had Will Ferrell was my boyfriend. I'm not sure where that came from, but this bat flew in the window and he beat it down with a pillow. and then he was trying to like throw it out a window, and then like, don't throw that, it's got rabies or whatever. And I've also been working with the pre-production art, doing drawings inspired by the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I actually don't really know much about tarot, and I don't totally understand it, but it's, the imagery is fascinating to me, and it's a lot like working with dream imagery, where it's like, you're looking at these images, and it's like there's a lot of meaning to them, but you can't totally decipher what it is, or it's not straightforward. There's like sort of a process where you have to like work into like what it can mean for you. Very, very compelling and strange. Another thing I'm trying to work into this whole saga is, last year I went to Uruguay to teach animation for a couple of months. And it was like 6 months of perpetual deja vu. Like I just felt like everywhere I went, I'd been there before. I'd had dreams about these like just the city and these like ruins and fortresses and churches. Like everything just looks super familiar to me. So, and a lot of that speaks to the imagery I was having in the dreams. So I'm drawing on that experience for the visual development of this film. And this is a color concept sketch of, again, from the guided meditation section of my film, where I'm like sprouting arms, like I forget the hidden new god, but that one that has all the arms and does this, Shiva, yes. And Love Cat is there to watch me do that transformation. And this last part is from a test animation that I did, where I'm combining drawing with stop motion. I've mostly worked in drawn animation, so stop motion is like a new process for me, and I'm hoping to do a lot more experimenting with different techniques for the final film.